The vast majority of us has a nutrient deficiency. And whether we like it or not, nutrient deficiency has a vast impact on our quality of life, increasing the risk of chronic disease and shortening our lifespan. And this is not something you will hear from your regular checkup or on the news, but it's something which is currently happening in the world and it should be addressed. Nutrient deficiency is not difficult to treat, and surely it doesn't require a full team of physicians or a lot of medical checkups. And whenever you treat it, most probably you will feel much better. You'll have better sleep, you'll have a better thinking, you will have a better digestion, and you'll have more energy, and overall you will feel so much better. In this video, I will be explaining why macronutrients, why majority of people are not getting enough of it, and why we cannot supplement or get enough nutrients from food alone, and how smart supplementation can close the gap from this deficiency and what is happening in this modern world. Coming to the first one, why macronutrients? So our body needs around 40 micronutrients, coming vitamins, mineral, antioxidants, for our body to be healthy. If we don't get all of them from the nutrient dense food, it can lead to different symptoms. For example, if we have vitamin C deficiency, we'll have a low immunity, chronic fatigue, and abnormal blood pressure. If we have vitamin D deficiency, it can lead to different autoimmune diseases, cancer or heart diseases. Or if we have magnesium deficiency, it can lead to like depression, anxiety. We have again heart diseases, muscle diseases. Choline deficiency can lead to brain damage or DNA damage. We have B12 deficiency will lead to anemia, that lead to fatigue, neurodegenerative diseases, and so much more. And until recently, we thought that these micronutrients are only required for those who have chronic illnesses. However, it is proven that we need these micronutrients for our health and our optimal health. And this is what makes optimizing the nutrient intake so tricky but so important, because most of us, when we have a deficiency, we don't have that full-fledged disease like scurvy, beriberi, or rickets. When we talk about deficiency here is when you have a shortfall from the RDA, or you are between the levels of the RDA and your optimal level. And this is so important, and I will explain later about the RDA. And why this is so tricky is because when you have a deficiency, you won't have symptoms for the immediate period of time. And if you do have symptoms, you will be like brain fog, or you'll have a poor digestion, or you have skin issues. Second thing why it's so difficult to find out is because most of the health providers or doctors, when they do the checkup, they will check for only a few vitamins like vitamin B12 or folate or vitamin D. And when they check, they don't check the active form, because active and inactive form in the body are different. Third is that most of the people think that nutrient deficiency will happen only in developing countries. However, that is not true. This nutrient intake is recommended based on the RDA, that the recommended daily allowance. And this RDA is telling you the minimum amount you require. This RDA was developed actually in the Second World War II, and it's not really actual. Of course, they do have improved versions of the RDA. However, what it tells you is only the minimum amount for you to survive. It's not the optimal level of nutrients which you need for you to be healthy and live your life at the fullest. One more thing is that RDA does not consider the health status. If a person has a chronic disease, they will need more nutrients because the absorption will be different and the disease will require more nutrients as such. Or if you are an obese person, vitamin D won't be absorbed as easily as a normal person. Another problem with RDA is that it doesn't consider the bioavailability. When we talk about bioavailability is how much of that nutrient is actually absorbed in the body and utilized. If we take, for example, the bioavailability of calcium from spinach is only 5%. Also, the form you are taking the nutrient is very important. For example, we have in iron two forms. We have heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is a form mostly found in animal products, which is more easily absorbed in the body, whereas non-heme iron is found in the vegetable sources, which is not as easily absorbed. And bioavailability also matters on what else you are taking with. For example, iron, we need copper, we need vitamin C for the iron to absorb more easily, or for magnesium we need vitamin D. And at last we have the anti-nutrients, which are found mostly in cereals and grains. For example, like phytates, what they do is they bind to the micronutrients and don't allow their absorptions. For example, the phytates, as I said, it will bind to calcium, to vitamin D, to zinc, and it will make their bioavailability lower. Now, coming to the second part, why is macronutrients deficiency so common? If you look back in the past 50 years, our intake of calorie has increased drastically. And why is that? Because we have foods which are highly processed, like fast food, junk food, we have a lot of sweets, the carbonated drinks. All of this have a lot of calorie and are very low on nutrients. We have absolutely no fiber, we don't have vitamins and minerals in all these highly processed foods. And not at least, over the past decades, we have disturbed the microbiome in the soil by using all these types of chemicals like pesticides, insecticides, herbicides. So, because we are disturbing the soil microbiome, the plant won't have what to absorb. The micronutrients which usually is absorbed from the soil, the plant won't absorb it, and then when we eat the plant, we won't actually have any nutrients left because the soil itself didn't give. One interesting study found that today if you eat 8 oranges, you will have the nutritional value as of eating 1 orange during your grandparents' time. So you can see how much the nutrient density of our food has reduced. Next, we have different toxins which are everywhere in the nature. This, for example, glyphosates will inhibit the microbiome in our gut to absorb different nutrients. And then we have the mercury, cadmium, arsenic. All of this decreases the nutrient absorption too. And not at least, if we think about our food, it is harvested very far away from the place we are actually buying from. And during the transportation process and the duration it takes for you to eat that food, a lot of nutrients are going to be destroyed. And when you're eating the vegetables or the fruit or the greens, you won't get much nutrients. So this is why it is important to eat organic and foods which are in your local area, because it will be harvested in that area and it's going to be easily available for you. Coming to the last reason why macronutrient deficiency is so common today is because of over-the-counter medications and prescriptions. So much prescription of drugs is happening in today's world, and this will definitely cause deficiencies in your body. For example, metformin, which is a drug used for diabetes, regulating the blood sugar levels, and for PCOD, it will cause vitamin B12 deficiencies. Or we have the proton pump inhibitors, which is used for acid reflux, will cause deficiency like vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin D. We have magnesium, calcium deficiencies. Oral contraceptives has also been shown to decrease the vitamins B2, B6, B12, folate, zinc, selenium, and so many more. Now we understood why macronutrient deficiency is so common in today's world, but how do we fix this? First of all is, of course, the diet. We have to take as whole and organic food we can in today's world. Why do we have to do that? Is because this kind of foods will be nutrient dense. they will have the vitamins, the minerals, we have the antioxidants which we require for our body to work at the optimal level. And not at least, we have to see how we prepare our plate. You should have more than 3/4 or half, at least half of the plate should be full of veggies, right? And just a palm, maximum 1 palm of the meats, and we should have recommendedly, I personally recommend to have a vegetable source of protein. However, for each person it will be personalized because each person is different. But the general idea is that we want to have a diversity in the fruits and the vegetables and the grains we are eating. Now comes the last question for this video, and one of the most important, which is why food is no longer enough to achieve optimal nutrients level. In a perfect world, yes, this would have been possible to take from the fruits all the nutrients you need. However, in today's world where all the food is ultra processed, the soil lost its nutrients, then we have toxins everywhere, we have an increased drug prescription and so much more. In today's world, it is absolutely not possible. However, smart supplementation can close the gap which all these things has created. And research also showed that by taking this kind of supplement, the macronutrients, it will significantly increase your quality of life and also reduce the risk of the heart diseases and the cancer and so much more. But of course, we have to be careful here because not all the supplements are created equal and safe. We can also say many supplements can be made from artificial sources, which is very difficult for the body to absorb. So when we choose a supplement, we should take in consideration the quality of the supplement and the sources, as well as how much, of course, and what you're getting together in that supplement. Because if you take, for example, you take vitamin D, you will want to take together with that magnesium or calcium because absorption will happen much more easily. Or if you take iron, you want to take together vitamin C, right? And then you have to see again for bioavailability because it says you get an amount of nutrients in that supplement, but how much of that is utilized? And this is why you should choose high quality products and from a trustworthy person you trust. I personally am associated with the #1 nutrition company in the world. So if you want to know more about the supplements we can provide for you, or if you want to have a coaching session 101 with me to discuss your diet plan personalized specifically for you, you can find more details in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share to other people, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you and have a nice day.